Welcome to Darlington. Hi, I'm Stu, the older backpacker, and while I'm still trying to save up for my next adventure, which is in the next couple of months, I thought I'd show you a bit more of Darlington and some hidden treasures. Darlington is a market town in the northeast of England, and behind me is one of the buildings I'm going to be showing you, which is St. Cuthbert's Church. Now, there's a couple of things about this church which is quite impressive. Is that the church bells of the church is the sister bells of Big Ben, as they were made by the same company. But more importantly is this statue here, which is at the entrance of the church. And as you can see, it's a man holding the head of another man. Crazy. St. Cuthbert, who's the guy standing in bishop robes, was the bishop of Lindisfarne, which is an island further up north along the coast. And in 687 he died. And when the Vikings came along to terrorize the island, the monks fled, taking his body. The head he's holding is St. Oswald, who was the king at the time and had recently died, and then they buried St. Cuthbert with the head of St. Oswald. Obviously it's legend, they had no TikTok in them days, so we go by what's been fed through the ages. But any artwork that depicts St. Cuthbert always has the head of St. Oswald being carried. I'm now in the centre of Darlington, the town centre, and at the moment it's dead. And that's because it's late afternoon and usually this place is busy. The reason I'm here is that from the 17th century, Darlington was a Quaker town. And this is the building they would meet up. But from the street is this alleyway. And when you go through the alleyway, you get this. This is the last resting place for all the Quakers who have died in Darlington, and there are a lot of prominent figures that have been buried here. You've got Edward Pease, who was the guy who funded George Stephenson to start the first railway journey in the world. And then you've got Joseph Pease, who expanded the railway around the UK. Joseph Pease was the first Quaker MP in UK, and he's also got a statue in the centre of town. And there isn't a lot of people in Darlington know about this place. The town's just there through that alleyway. And in a couple of hours, the weather has changed from being not too bad to typical British rain. But I'm now in South Park, which is just off from the town centre, and within the park, which is from the Victorian times, and it's got its typical big massive land behind me. It's got a bowling green, and then you've got the bandstand that leads onto the boating lake, although no boats are allowed in it these days. And it's just a beautiful park. But in a part of this park is this thing here. It's a cannon from the Crimean War. And the story behind this, and people walk past this every day without knowing the story. At the end of the Crimean War, the British government had 2 cannons to give away to a town, city, that whoever wanted them to make a war memorial. And Darlington at the time was run by the Quakers, and they were anti-war, they were pacifists. So even though the council decided to take a vote, the Quakers decided not to and abstained. The vote passed by 1 vote, and because of this, the British government decided just to give them 1 cannon. And as you can see, it's only got a small memorial on it, which depends on how you look at it. People might be embarrassed by the loss of lives that was from the war, but it's a part of South Part and it's part of the heritage of Darlington. The rain has stopped for now, and behind me is a mural for Arthur Wharton, who is considered the world's first black professional football player. For you Americans, soccer. Arthur was born in 1865 in the Gold Coast and moved over to England when he was 19 years old to train as a Methodist priest. Unfortunately, athletics got in the way and he became a footballer. He played for various professional football teams, but his first football team that he played for was right here in Darlington. And finally, there's this thing behind me, which is a train structure to celebrate the train history of Darlington. It's made up of 185,000 bricks, and inside it's actually hollow, and there's gaps inside the sculpture itself for bats to get in and live. There's a little home for them. But the way it's designed is to show a train leaving a tunnel, depicting the smoke coming out of the engine as it leaves the tunnel. Clever. It was built in 1987, and I'll admit this is the very first time that I've been up here to see it. I have passed on the busy A66 and seen it many a time, but not up close. So that is 5 things you can see in Darlington, but there is so much more you can see if you ever want to come and visit. But for now, if you like this video, you just got to press that like button. If you want to subscribe and see more of my videos for the next couple of months before I go out backpacking, press subscribe. But until next time, bye bye.